Yo, what's up, guys? It's Jordan. I'm the lead photographer for Citrus College Athletics, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on how to use Lightroom Classic and my workflow specifically with uploading sports photos and how to export them. Alright, guys, before we get into actually using Lightroom Classic, I would recommend picking up an SSD drive. This is a Samsung T7, and this helps me with organizing my photos, and I'm able to bring this anywhere and edit anywhere I want to. Also, I would recommend picking up a SSD, not a hard drive. SSDs may come at more of a higher price than a hard drive, but this is because SSDs are faster uploads, and if you are a sports photographer, then you're going to need an SSD, not a hard drive. This is because when you're taking photos, sports photography, you are having games where you're taking photos up to 2,000 to 3,000 photos. Well, for me, you guys might have more or less, but um, you're going to need fast upload speeds if you do want to edit photos fast and not wait a long time just to get your photos uploaded. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, guys, so when you guys do open up Lightroom Classic, this page is going to pop up. It may look a little bit intimidating, but don't worry, I'm going to guide you guys through. So when you guys go up to the top left, you're going to go to File, New Catalog. What you guys are going to go do is find out where you guys want to store your photos at, and from here, these are all my past works that I've done, where I worked for. So what we're going to do is create a new file. You guys can name it whatever you want. This is just going to be what's going to hold the photos for that day. So for me, I'm just going to name it Lightroom Classic Video. So guys, this is going to be my 8th game that I took for baseball. So what I'm going to do is type game 8. From here, you guys are going to create 3 new folders. One is going to be LR Cat for LR Catalog, where you're going to store your catalog. RAWs to hold your raw files. And Final JPEGs, where your final exported JPEGs are going to go. Since we are creating a folder with new catalog, that's why I click File, New Catalog. We're going to go into LR Cat, and then this is how you're going to type it. For the file name, you're going to go down, type in Carol, and then that's going to be where your last name is going to be. For me, this is going to be my 8th game shooting for them, so I'm going to put G8, and then CC for Citrus College, and then I'm going to type baseball, because that is the sport I just shot, and then date, so 2024 04 07. And then you guys are going to click create. This pops up sometimes, up to you guys. I'm gonna skip to next week because I'm lazy. Once you guys have this new catalog opened up, it's going to show the name of it on the top left, so make sure you guys have the correct one opened up. You're going to click on import on the bottom left. This page is going to pop up. Sometimes it pops up automatically, sometimes it doesn't. So first, instead of importing our photos first, what we're going to do is go to the side. We're going to scroll down to where it says metadata. For me, it says I already have a preset down. We're going to click new. And then from here, this is what's going to store all the data into the photos. So this means your name, your location, how people can contact you, or if it's copyrighted or free to use. For me, let's put a preset name down. Put Jordan, Carol, then video. The copy name, this is going to be your first name and last name. And then you guys don't need to worry about this. For IPTC copyright, what you guys are going to do is actually go find a copyright symbol online and then copy that. We're going to paste that in there. We're going to type in our name or whatever your branding is. We're going to find copyright status, and then this is going to be whether you guys want it to be public domain or copyright for all your photos. So if you guys don't know the difference, copyrighted means it is not free to use, and then public domain means that anyone can use these photos. So for me, I don't want to copyright my photos. I'm already taking photos for school, and they're going to be free to use for everyone, right? So let's leave it public domain. and then you guys can click out this other stuff. Next, we're going to cover IPTC Creator. You're going to type in your name again. And then from here, this is where you guys can fill out any of the other information you guys want to put on your photos. So your city, your address, your name, your phone number, your email, your website, anywhere where they can get a hold of you and contact you if your photos are copyrighted, right? And they want to use them. So from here, I'm just going to click create. Alright guys, so once you guys are done creating the metadata preset, you're going to go back to this window and then go to where your files or your photos are being held at. For me, it's EOS Digital. And then here are all my photos that I took in my recent game. I took 2,673 photos. So then I'm going to go down to the bottom right where it says destination right here. Make sure you guys have this tab open. And then we're going to find that file that we just created. For me, it's going to be in my SSD file. And then remember how I made that LRC video file? We're going to click on that. And then I created the Game 8 folder too. We're going to click on that. And then here are the 3 folders that we created earlier. It's going to be Final JPEGs, LRCAT, and RAWs. We're going to make sure we click on the RAW folder and then leave it like that. So make sure this is selected under destination on where you want your RAWs to go. Then we're going to click on import. So right now my photos are being imported in, and it does take a little bit depending on how many photos you have. For me, I had 2,673, so it's going to be a little bit, maybe around like 20 minutes to upload them. So I'll get back to you guys once they're fully imported. Alright guys, so my photos are now done being uploaded, so let's get into the editing part. So on the left it shows all photographs and previous imports. So if you were to import more photos after this import, then there'd be like, you know, like you'd only see a previous import versus all photographs. So make sure you're on all photographs if you are missing some photos in there. And then from here, what's going to happen is that there's going to be a different page on the top where it's going to be library, develop, map book, slideshow, print, web. So the only 2 that you need to worry about are library and develop. So when you are doing this, what I usually do first is that I actually go through my images and then delete the ones that I don't want. And when you are doing this, make sure you are on the library page and not develop, because develop will take a little bit longer to go through each one of them. So double click on the photo, and then there are 4 things on the bottom. There's going to be a grid view, whatever that says. We're going to be on this page for right now. And then I'm going to go through these photos, and then when you're doing this, you can use the right arrow key on your keyboard to scroll through, right? So for me, how I'm going to delete these photos, instead of right clicking and then clicking, going over here, wherever it is, remove photo, right? We're going to do this. We are going to view the one that we want. And then for the other ones that we do not want, you're going to click X on it on your keyboard, and then it's going to set as rejected. So we're going to do this for every single photo on here. And I'll actually get back to you guys once we are done with setting all of them as rejected. Also guys, when you guys are going through these photos and you have one that you clicked X on that you actually find out you do want. So let's say I want this photo, right? But I accidentally flagged it as rejected. You're going to click U on your keyboard, and then it's going to remove that flag. Also, flags, what you can do, there are different flags you can put on it. So if you right click, you can click on a flag, set flag, and it can be flagged, unflagged, or rejected. So the ones we're using is rejected. So that is the keyboard shortcut for X. You can also set a rating on it, and then I'll show you the stuff we can do later. Alright guys, so once you guys are done choosing the ones that you guys do not want by flagging them as rejected, you guys are going to click on photo on the top left, click delete rejected photos. And then this is completely up to you guys. You guys can choose whether to delete from the disk or remove from Lightroom. In this case, I'm going to delete them from the disk because I no longer need them. And yeah, so let's click delete from disk. It may take a little bit, but if you guys do want to go back on this, you guys click Control Z. But if you guys did want to keep them, you guys could have kept click delete from Lightroom instead, and then all your raw photos will still be in that raw folder. If you guys did click delete from disk, it will delete from the raw folder and delete from your computer. Alright guys, after deleting all the photos, I ended up with the 196. So now we're going to start with editing the photos. So what you guys are going to do is click on develop on the top right. And then you're going to go to your first photo and make sure it's selected. And then choose the preset that you want. For this, I'm going to use baseball 4. I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to make sure all the lighting is correct. Once you have the settings that you want on your image, what we are going to do is go into develop settings in the bottom left. After right clicking on the image, go to there, click copy settings. Make sure you have everything selected except cropped, healing, masking, transform. Click copy, and then we're going to click Control A, which selects all the photos. We're going to right click develop settings, click the paste setting. This is going to paste all the settings to all the images on your catalog. And then from there, what we can do is just change exposure or white balance if needed. So let's do that right now. And then what you guys can do is once you guys see the image with the setting, you guys can choose if you don't want that image no more. So I don't want that one no more. So it looks not that bad. Here I'm going to lower the exposure. Turn down the blacks. Crop this. Also guys, the presets that I'm using in this are mine except for the black and white ones, and I can credit that for Aaron's and Fatboy Films preset. Make sure to go check them out and get their presets because they're pretty fire. Alright guys, so when you guys are done editing the photos, what you guys are going to go do is head over to library, click Control A to select all your photos, click export, export to a specific folder, and then choose a folder that you want it to export to. In this case, make sure you were exporting to the final JPEG folder of the folders we made earlier. Then we're going to click on File, Renaming, rename to custom name X of Y, and then name it to the name you want it to be. In this case, it's going to be the Game 8, the exact same thing we named at the beginning for the catalog. Start number is going to be 1, and then it's going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 to how many photos you have. Make sure you guys go to image sizing. Make sure you guys are on 72 ppi. This is the best for just digital copies, but if you guys do want to do prints, then make sure you guys are on 300 ppi. Scroll down to metadata. Make sure you included all metadata, so then all the information is on the photos when you guys export it. Then when you guys are done with that, click export. Now it's exporting 121 of my files. So I'll see you guys when that's done. Alright guys, so once the photos are done being exported, then we are completely done with the process. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you guys really want to reopen this catalog once again, what you guys can do is exit out of this, quit, yes, go to your files, go to the LRCAF folder that I made earlier, click on this folder, and then click on this application right here. Once you guys click on this, it'll bring you to the exact same catalog and relaunch that. So if you guys wanted to retouch on old photos, then you guys can just re-edit this again. Alright guys, that is the end of the video, and hopefully you guys learned something from me about how to use Lightroom Classic, and hopefully you guys start using it yourselves, because this is honestly an amazing tool for you guys. Better than Lightroom in my opinion, but you just gotta learn and get used to it. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.